guys, welcome back to another episode of Up and Running. Today we're going to start taking a look at a new car that we've got. It's a 1978 Lincoln, so I hope you enjoy it. It is right now. Barely, yeah. Yeah, you're good. Oh, looks like I'm pretty good. Alright. Yeah, you need to touch that a little bit to raise the front end up enough to get it to clear. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Alright, we're going to throw this thing up on the lift and take a look at it. These cars are just tanks. They're awesome. It's got a 460. This car, I believe, has every option that they offered. It's got the sunroof, it's got the CB. The original owner had their initials put on the door. That was an option. So, well, I'm going to throw it up in the air and we'll take a look underneath. Alright, we got this thing up in the air. Let's walk underneath it and take a look at it. Overall, this thing seems to be in really nice shape. It should be for only $37,000. The resignators are both rusty, but the rest of the exhaust system is not. It's got a new gas tank in it, or a newer tank. 9-inch rear end. They're the original mufflers. Floors in here looks like they were, you know, brand new. Even have ground straps on the exhaust. C6 automatic trans. Floors in here are awesome. Another original muffler. One of the problems that this car has is that it sometimes dies when you're driving it. And here's something right here that I don't like. The fuel line can easily crimp, especially if it's real hot out, and probably shut off the fuel supply. So I'm going to go ahead and redo this hose so it doesn't have that tendency to crimp over. I'm also going to check the fuel filter right away and make sure that's clear. Alright, I got this fuel line off. It blows through nice and easy, but what I don't like is this hose is compromised right here. So I am going to, it's a little long anyway, so I'm going to cut that off. The hose itself is in good shape, but I'm going to cut that off and reinstall this hose because it's a little long anyway. Ugh, got gas in my mouth. Ugh. Alright, I like that better. We'll see if that makes a difference. Alright, I pulled the radiator cap off. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's a little low, but I mean there's coolant in it that looks decent. So we're going to go ahead and add some more green. I got some of this at home, so I'm going to put some of that in, and now we'll check the oil and all that kind of fun stuff and see what we got there. Alright, something kind of fun here. If you look at the spark plug wires, not sure if you can see it, but they're original. They say 1978 on them yet, and they're numbered 4, 3, 2, 1, etc. Oil's in good shape as far as the amount. Looks like it's maybe a little old, so we'll do something about that. I can get that back in the hole. Alright, it looks like at some point they had this bumper off because there's a couple of the bolts missing. This bumper guard's not on it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this back off and put that bumper guard on. And it looks like we'll need to align the bumper a little bit as well. It's not aligned the best. Alright, Ed and I pulled the whole bumper down. There's one bolt that's right in through there. You can't see it. That's keeping the outer bumper from the inner bumper, and I need to separate them, so I'm going to have to figure that out. I think I'm going to have to pop this trim off, these clips, and then I'll be able to get to that bolt and assemble the whole bumper and put it back together. Alright, I got the bumper back on. It looks good. Oil change time. drain plug is literally right behind a cross member. It's always interesting when these things haven't had an oil change in like 15 years. It's like, you always wonder, is the oil filter going to come off? Alright guys, I started this yesterday. These wheels were basically black with brake dust, and the biggest problem was they'd probably never been cleaned, and I thought it was going to be something real quick and easy, so I didn't start filming it. And you know, I've cleaned 1 million wheels in my day, and you know, they basically all just clean right up. These were very difficult, to say the least. This one's about done. I was using 2 different products down here, and actually the nice thing about the Armor All One in the orange bottle was that it foamed and stayed on the wheel a lot better. I didn't finish this yesterday because it got so hot, and it was drying on the wheel basically as I was putting it on. Even in this area, it was just full of brake dust. You can still see, like up here, there's a little bit on there. That's how hard it was to get off. But anyway, I'm gonna do a little more of this. I was thinking about this overnight, and I'm gonna try a little brake clean on this too and see if that does anything. This wheel, if you look at it, there's a lot more crust on this stuff yet, on this wheel yet. And I mean, the whole wheels look like that yesterday. So again, I'm gonna get some brake clean, and I'm gonna try that and see if that does anything to clean these up. It definitely is working. It's taking a little scrubbing. I'm going to try to compare it to some of the other products just so I get a reference for myself for the future. I'm actually using a brass brush here on this. It's definitely helping that it's cooler out now. It was drying so fast yesterday, I couldn't hardly get it to clean up because it was basically dry by the time I started scrubbing on it. Here, I'll get this all soaking. I normally don't use a wire brush on the wheel, but this stuff, I tested it and it's real durable. I especially wouldn't use it if it's got a clear coated wheel. It'll just tear that all up. Like, I won't use it on this part of the wheel. This is after about 15 minutes of scrubbing. You can see it's a lot better, but there's still a fair amount of crud inside the fins yet. So I guess we'll keep working on it. Alright, that's all cleaned up. If you guys have a better way to do this, let me know. It seemed to work better when I came out today and it was cooler and the chemicals didn't evaporate as fast, but we got it all cleaned up. Alright, I'm going to run down and dump some paper out at the paper recycling bin. We'll take the stinking Lincoln. So I haven't driven it today, so let's see how it cold starts and how it drives. It's definitely toasty in here. Alright, one pump and then I'll turn the key. Fired right up, awesome. Windows went down nice. I'll show you how these windows go. The big window goes up and then the little one. Alright, that actually works pretty good, having the camera sit right on the dash. Goes right into gear. All the lights and turn signals work in here. Alright, let's take a look and see what's all in the trunk. I know there's a bunch of stuff in there, so let's check it out. Alright, cool. Got a spare tire. Jack instructions are on the bottom. No air in the spare. Wonder if that matches the tires on the car. Yeah, I think it is. I think he got 5 tires when he did it. The Diamond Jubilee toolkit is in here. All the jack stuff is in here as well. Base, got the nut, tire wrench, the jack is up there. Have to figure out how all this stuff goes back together. Here's a box of stuff. It's kind of interesting. Let's pull this out on the table and take a look and see what's all in there. Alright, we'll just do it right in the car. Instructions for the digital garage door opener. And there is a garage door opener in here. So this is the part that would go inside your garage. You plug it in. Let's see if the rest is in here. Yeah, here's all the cord. Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. Here's the owner's manual for the car. I'll have to throw that in the glove box. Oh, look at this. The warranty card is in there. That's awesome. Vehicle registration. See, for back in '78, it's the original registration for the car. And then the owner's manual book. The CB radio. I'll have to figure out where that plugs in. I'm kind of curious. That's cool. It says Ford right on it. And that's it. So I'm going to get all this organized a little bit, get everything put back where it's supposed to go, so this is all cleaned up and looking nice. Alright, it cleaned up pretty well. There's one little spot over there I'm going to have to run the carpet cleaner over, but it looks pretty good, so we'll continue putting it back together. Alright, we got the tire tucked in there. Tire's pretty big in the trunk. Alright, now let's get the tool kit put in. I think I'm going to see if I have a little glue to glue that back to the board. I think it's just come loose. I'm going to take a look if I have any trim glue. Alright, I don't have any down here. I think I have some at home, so I'm going to go ahead and put the tool kit in and then see about getting some glue to glue that. Alright, there's the tool kit in place. So that should do it for the trunk. I got a few other things I got to do on the car, so I'm going to start working on them. Somebody had the driver door handle off once, and there's a little piece of rubber trim underneath it that got put on upside down. I'm going to try to fix that. Alright, if you look at the door handle here, there's this little piece of rubber, and I think that is on upside down. I looked at the passenger side, and I'm pretty sure it's upside down, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the handle off and flip that over. Yeah, that's how it goes. Alright, there we go. That's on right now. Alright, let's see what's next on the list. Alright, this dimmer switch is acting up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it. I know it's super hard to see down here. It's dark and it's just real close quarters, so. It'll be fun to get the screws started again. Ah, it's not the right dimmer switch. Yeah, we're gonna have to see if we can get a different one. This one's not right. Alright, this is the dimmer switch that I pulled out. It's got 4 terminals on it, and it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, I think, to get. So I'm going to have to look online and see what I can find online. So if we get one, we'll put it in. I'm going to see if I can get this dimmer switch to work better. What was happening was, when you'd push it, it wasn't, I think internally it's not fully making contact, and so the high beams aren't staying lit, but when you hold the button, it's staying lit. You know, the high beams are staying on. Alright guys, I just took that switch and I just played with it a whole bunch of times, and bingo, it's working. Now we'll see if it continues to work. I clicked them up and down a couple times and they continued to work, so we'll see if that does it. I'm gonna watch the wall. You can see it working on the wall, so I think we got it. The other thing I was going to show you was down here. I installed the CB. Can't really see it that well, but it basically just plugs in down there, and there's a little hook for it in there. Alright, one problem I encountered is that this lid doesn't shut all the way, and if I put the gas cap on it, it hits the gas cap. And what I think is going on is when this tube was installed, it wasn't pushed down into the tank far enough, so I'm going to try to go ahead and push that down into the tank and see if we can't make that fit better. It goes down through the floor right here into the tank. I looked up from the bottom side and it appears like the tube is not quite pushed far enough in, so I'm going to go ahead and try to work on this. I'd show you what I'm looking at from down below, but it's a super small spot and I can only barely see in it. Alright, I was able to push that down in there quite a bit further, and you can see that door closes much better now. So I just have to line this all back up and put the bolts back in. I'm also going to double check it from the bottom to make sure that I didn't screw anything up there, but you can see the door shuts much more flush. It might be bent just slightly there. I'm going to try to straighten that out as well. Alright, that fits quite a bit better. It's not perfect, so I'll probably tweak on it some more. Alright, I think we got it the best I can get it. That sits in there much further. The door seems to fit a lot better, and it seems like the rubber is slid down over the tank and on the bottom, so I think we're good to go. I think they just pushed that out when they were putting the tank in and maybe didn't realize it or didn't care or who knows what. So another thing off the list. All right, I just had a package come in for the Lincoln. One of the center caps is missing the Lincoln emblem, so I ordered one off of eBay. So let's take a look. I'm excited. Hopefully it's really nice. They did a fantastic job packaging it. There it is. It looks awesome. I'm really excited about this. That's fantastic. It's the right size and everything. I'm excited to get that put on the car. Alright, I decided to go ahead and fix this little ding in the rear quarter. So we're going to have to pull this piece of trim off. And you can see there's just a couple of screws that run through the wheel well. I don't know, maybe 5 of them. And then we're going to have to pull that piece of trim off from the back side. There's a couple of nuts. You can see 2 of them there. There's another one down there. And then we'll probably have to pull off the inside side trim in the car to get a bolt in there as well. There's 7 screws in here altogether. I'm probably not going to pull these all the way out for now. To hold that piece of trim while I'm taking other ones out. This piece of trim's kind of big and I don't want it to bend anything. I don't think it'll make a difference, but alright, good, they all came loose, awesome. That's the fun of having a southern car. Alright, I'm going to get the ones in the trunk now. Save the hard one for last. Alright, now we got to go inside the car. I I found the build sheet for the car under the back seat. I'll pull that out later. Something I'll show you is all the insulation in here. They put a ton of insulation everywhere in this car. Now I just have to figure out how to get that panel off. That should be interesting. There's even foam in the side of the quarter. Looks like we got 2 in here. Alright, she's off. I'll show you what the back side looks like. It's got 2 clips up here, and there's another one of those clips, and then there's 2 of these larger clips. I'm going to figure out, I've got another set of the blue inserts. I'm going to figure out which one is better and use the better ones. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get the build sheet out of here. It's underneath a piece of foam. I'll make sure you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Here it is. That's awesome. I'm going to make sure it's actually for this car. Sometimes that happens. I think I recognize the VIN on it, so it's definitely for a 88 or 78 Lincoln with a 460. Y89A955180. It's definitely for this car. I'll show you something else I did. I put this new piece of trim on just to make sure everything fit right and that there were no issues with it. And it turns out it looks awesome. So I'm excited about it. I reused the inserts that were in the other piece so they matched exactly. So my daughter Lauren is home from school and she wants to take the Lincoln out for a drive, so we're gonna let her drive it. You might remember her from one of the Firebird episodes, so here we go. Give it a pump or two.
Buckle up. Come on. I don't know how to get that. There we go. Stressing me out. Try not to take it off the driveway.
Alright, so what do you think of the hood on this bad dog?
It's like a bus. Oh, this thing is monstrous. The trunk is huge too.
Yeah. So how's it compare to the Charger?
It's a lot bigger. I'm ready to take a turn in it. I'm a little nervous. Oh gosh. It doesn't turn the same. Oh yeah. I wonder if we could peel out in it. Oh, this thing's awesome. This is huge. I'm scared. And it's like a couch in here. The seats are awesome. So we'll go this way. Oh. And look up, guys.
You can open the sunroof.
How do you do that?
Alright, just stop up here.
Yeah.
Hit the button right up there, pull it back.
There we go.
There it goes.
Oh yeah, this thing's awesome. Oh yeah. Cool. Okay, this thing turns literally like a bus, I would think. You could take a nap in the back seat, it's so cushy. Thought about running you down.
I'm sure you did.
You fixed my car though, so decided not to.
Always remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Turns like a dream. See, it accelerates pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You can fit your friends in the trunk and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, everyone! Other way. Wait, we gotta redo it.
Alright guys, today we're going to take a look at the AC on this Lincoln. The compressor's right there. It's turning on, and we came over here and checked the pressures on the gauge on the low side, and we have pressure. So we're getting a fitting, because this is still an R12 unit, to check the high side. We'll start the car up again and see if the pressure's high or low or what, to figure out if the compressor's no good or if the expansion valve is no good. The expansion valve is right back down there. So anyway, once we get that fitting here, we will check that out and see what happens. All right, Ed's going to be pulling the dent out of the Lincoln here, and then there's a scratch right back here that he's going to take care of as well. So I'll be sure to film it as the progress goes on. Show you guys the inside of the paint booth. I haven't done this before, so we're just in the process of cleaning it out right now. You got to do that on a regular basis, otherwise you get dirt in the paint. All right, we got it partially pulled out. We're going to weld a little tab on there and continue to work on it.
Where is it? Might be in that box. See how that walks it out a little more evenly. Still think it needs a little more. That tent came out nice. The other part did too.
Yeah, it's looking good.
I think that's good enough for government work.
Yeah, it looks good. Alright, so we put a little skim coat on it. That'll get sanded down and may just need a touch up here or there, but otherwise we're getting close. Alright, Ed got a little more done after I left yesterday. I see there's some touch-ups that need to be done on it yet. He'll have this perfect, I'm sure, by the end of the day today, so this looks good. I'm excited to see it all painted. Alright, so Ed got a little primer on here. It's looking really good. And we're also touching up that spot back there where there was a scratch as well. Alright, we'll take another view of the Lincoln. He's got the, all the body work is done. He's got the guide coat on it now, so when he sands it, you know, he can make sure to get it nice and flat like it's supposed to be. So this is coming along nicely. Another day or two and this will be done. It's sitting out in the sun right now to bake everything really well and to make it nice and dry.
So what I'm doing now is taking off any garbage, and I'm bringing the shine up, so it's good for a blend.
Alright, let's take a look at it and see how it looks. Looks way better. Not to mention it smells better as well. Looks like I got one little spot there I gotta hit yet. There it is. Gave it a quick once over. Just to clean it up some, make it smell a little better. Alright guys, so the Lincoln is gonna go up on the transporter today. So I figured I'd give you one last look at it. This was actually a pretty fun car. I enjoyed having it. I know my daughter loved driving it.
Thank you.
You bet. Have a safe trip, guys.
guys, thanks for watching another episode of Up and Running. I appreciate it. Subscribe, notifications, like. I think you get the idea. Thanks for watching.